Omega Strikers is a unique 3v3 game currently in open beta that has two teams trying to score goals against each other, and in the process can use abilities to push people around, knock them out of play temporarily, and do some flashy plays to score goals. It's first to 5 goals, with the winning team needing to be 2 points ahead to secure the win. Teams are divided into roles with 1 defender to 2 attacking players, and the choice of characters have particular advantages within these roles. The anime retro visual style and audio come together to form a complete package that feels modern and polished. Good goalying. Yeah, boy.
Sick.
A huge plus was how quick the games are to get into. There's very minimal setup and you're back into the action in no time. There's an in-game store and a battle pass, both tastefully delivered to you once you complete the required missions. It's these missions where you can also unlock currency to spend in-game. Currently there's a creator event where you can represent Moist Critical. I don't really see any evidence in-game that other creators were being picked, but it's nice to see community engagement built in. If you enjoy this video, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Growing the channel will allow us to spend more time on making more and better videos.
On the face of it, the overall design of Omega Strikers is very simple. Simple to the point where early on in our first few games we thought it felt more like a mobile game than a PC game. With its simplicity in the game loop, the colourful graphics, the fast-paced games and quick queue times, it's everything you really want for a hop-in hop-out game. However, the more we played, the more the game's complexity started to show for us. The devs at Odyssey Interactive are made up of former leads from Riot games, and this shows. The character concepts are not dissimilar from League of Legends, and the skills, playstyle and camera angles all nod to the MOBA style of play. What they've done is create a game that makes you want to play one more, even after you've promised yourself the next game is going to be your last. This quick in and out pace also limits how annoyed you get at the game, and because the investment in each map is pretty small, you just brush yourself off and go into the next one. When you jump in for the first time, you're given a very basic tutorial and then you're free to jump into the matchmaking. For the most part, the matchmaking is pretty good, and only occasionally we found a player in our team or the opposition team that was far better than anybody else on the pitch. When you join a game, you're given a number of characters to choose from, each with their own unique skills and playstyles. From a giant bear hamster thing that's great at blocking to long-range characters that can shoot a fair distance across the map. One of your team is also allocated as goalie, so just make sure you pay attention to this, because if it's you, you're going to need to pick accordingly. The gameplay itself can be extremely satisfying. Hitting the disc is impactful, the mix of going after the disc or going after the enemy team adds some nice complexity. And when you've had a back and forth with the other team for what seems like an age, getting that goal at the end of the rally is an awesome feeling. This game, while small and simple, has the scope for a really fun competitive scene to form around it. The potential for esports is there, the potential for map, character and game mode expansion is there, and it's all built around a great foundation on which to work. I for one am excited to see where it goes.
Our overall take on Omega Strikers is that it's a solid experience with nothing noticeably game-breaking in design. As you improve, the game gets more and more fun, focusing on skill-based play with lots of laugh-out-loud moments to be had with friends. For the more competitive players, there is a ranked system to see where you stand and get matched against equally skilled opponents. However, the nature of the experience could bring your inner toxicity out through a feeling only matched by League of Legends. Fortunately, they were smart enough to block chat for now.
Nice.
Please, mate, what are you doing? Stay and go. Can I type to him, please?
We felt over time we got better and better just through knowledge of the game and improved positioning, much like you would in a game like Rocket League, but it would be interesting to see what the standard of play in a pro league would look like. The choice of controls are varied, allowing you to move with the mouse like a MOBA game and ability use on QWER or WASD to move, and mouse and keyboard bindings for keybinds. Otherwise, you can opt for some twin-stick controller action, which I didn't actually try, but having played it a lot now, I can imagine that's the way to go, due to the necessity of being able to run in one direction and kick in a completely different direction at times. We're enjoying our time playing Omega Strikers so far, a definite recommendation for those that want some competitive action that's easy on the eye, polished, and a blast to play. We're the Bullet Sponges, and we'll see you in the next one.